Good morning, class. Today we're going to talk about circles and chords and angles. Last class we focused more on when two chords are drawn. We focus on the angle and how that relates to the arcs. Now we're going to talk about the segments that are formed. Okay, so if we have a triangle here, circle with two chords DC and AB, we want to try to prove that R times S equals T times U. So how do we go about doing that? Okay. So we know that similar to what we did yesterday, we know that angle A, which is really DAB, intersects this arc right here, along with DCB, which means that they have to be equal. Same thing is happening over here. So now that we know that two angles are equal, so we would know that A and C are equal. And at the same time, we know that D and B are equal. So then we can prove that these are similar. Okay, we also could have used vertical angles there. Then you know once they're similar that their sides are in proportion. So that's this next step. And then we go to here. We cross multiply. And so we can get that R times S equals T times U. So let's try some examples. If RQ is 8 and QS is 6 and TQ is 16, let's find this. So we would do 8 times 6 equals that times x. So x would equal 3. Okay. Let's try if RS, the whole thing, is 13. That means, let me clear this off. If RS is 13 and RQ is 7, that means this is to be 6. Q is 3. We want to find out that. So 7 times 6, and this is an example of two chords. So x would equal 14. If RS was 17, so that's the whole thing, and TQ is 18, this is 4. Okay, so RQ, we want to find that. We know that this whole thing is 17. So what you're going to do is 18 times 4 equals x times, this is where it's hard, 17 minus x. Okay, from there we are going to get a quadratic. The reason we know it's quadratic is because we have a squared term, and you're going to have to remind yourself how to factor. Okay, and so RQ could equal 9 or 8 in this situation. Okay, so next we go through kind of a similar proof. We are now trying to show when we have two secants how they're related. And so what we do is we first draw BC and AD. That's what we do in this first step. We know in the similar fashion A right here and C are equal because they both intersect the same arc. We know that angle P equals angle P. So then we can show that the following APD and CPB are congruent. Are similar. And we do angle angle, and then we can get similar sides, or from proportion, and then we cross multiply. So examples of this, the key is realizing that it's this whole length, the whole secant, to the part outside. That's what we're going to multiply. So it's the whole times this part, the whole times this part. That's pretty common that people have trouble with. So we would do df, which is 17, times ef, which is 3, is going to equal this whole length is going to be 6 plus whatever this x is. So then 51 equals 6x plus 36. X equals 15. Sorry, 6x equals 15 and x equals 2.5. Okay. Next, this is the part, so that's times 15 equals df, so that's 21. In this case, the unknown is out here. Okay, so then we multiply and solve. So 105 equals 21y, so y equals 5. And the last one, let's make this so we can see everything. This is 8 times 18, because that's 10. DE is 18, and then EF is unknown. So we have X, it's our unknown. Let me just slide this over. This is where it's going to get a little challenging for us. Then we have to do, this is X, and this is 18. So then that is, so 144 equals x squared plus 18x. So 0 equals x squared plus 18x minus 144. We list the factors of 144. I think it's going to be 24 and 6. So x equals negative 24 or positive 6. In this case, negative 24 doesn't make sense for a length, so EF has to equal 6. This also holds true if you have tangents. So in tangents, it's not this times the whole, because the whole is also this. So in this case, it would be 4 times the length, which is 9, equals x times x. So 36 equals x squared, x equals plus or minus 6, but we're just going to put 6 because this is a distance. In this one, we have a secant and a tangent. So we have x times x plus 12 equals 3 square root of 5 squared. So it's x squared plus 12x equals 45. X squared plus 12x minus 45 equals 0. X, I think it's 15 and negative 3. Okay. Have a great day.